When it comes to Bronny James, he's always maintained a unique ability to remain super poised and patient when with the ball. This is a player who has adapted and in a way has mastered the ability to flourish throughout all the negativity, but is also someone who has always had one of the greatest hoopers ever to mentor him every single step of the way. This is the Bronny James story. Born on October 6, 2004, Bronny James came up playing multiple sports like soccer and basketball. But LeBron set all the standards straight early for him by restricting Bronny from playing sports like ice hockey and football for safety precautions. But after witnessing and being able to experience firsthand all of his dad's accomplishments, he became inspired and wanted to write his own story on the basketball court. At just the age of 9 years old, he received a lot of attention and even caught the eye of the head coach of Kentucky Wildcats, John Calipari. He really started to gain the recognition after being the main focus in his basketball highlight reels in 2014, because at just the age of 9 years old, Ohio State's head coach said that Bronny will be on his radar for recruiting. And at that point in time, LeBron wasn't a big fan of his son getting all that exposure at such that young age. LeBron even stated, quote unquote, "It's pretty crazy. It should be a violation. You shouldn't be recruiting 10-year-old kids." In 2016, it was revealed by ESPN that Bronny had received offers to play college basketball for Kentucky and Duke. But for middle school, he attended Old Trail School in Ohio. He helped will his team in winning the Independent School League tournament in February of 2018. Soon after, he led the North Coast Blue Chips team to win the John Lucas All-Star Weekend title in March of 2018, but also led the team to finish undefeated during that season. But in August of 2018, he enrolled into Crossroads School in Santa Monica, California, but the California state rules did unfortunately prevent him from immediately joining the varsity team because he was just an 8th grader. Now, throughout Bronny's upbringing, another big inspiration to him was future Hall of Famer Russell Westbrook, as that was actually his favorite player growing up, which is why he loved the number 0. On May 29, 2019, he transferred to Sierra Canyon, a school located in Los Angeles, California. It was an absolute powerhouse that featured 5-star recruits like Brandon Boston Jr., Zaire Williams, and Amari Bailey. On the court, he really didn't do anything spectacular, but when he did get the opportunity and got in, he made the most of his minutes, and a lot of times he just made the right plays. On November 19, 2019, Bronny scored his first ever points of his high school career, which was live on ESPN3. And it came from the 3-point line in the team's season opener in San Diego against Montgomery High. And a couple days later, he claimed his first in-game high school dunk on a fast break against St. Augustine. A month later, he had cracked the starting lineup and scored a career high at the time, 15 points, in front of 13,000 spectators. Bronny was named game MVP in Sierra Canyon's narrow 59-56 win over St. Vincent St. Mary of Akron, which was LeBron James' alma mater. For his freshman season, he averaged 4 points in 15 minutes per contest and played in all 34 games that year, and he was the only player of the Sierra Canyon basketball team to do so. Despite the loaded team, what he brought to the table was very solid considering his age. From his scoring to his playmaking, just overall IQ, it was just astonishing to see on how he did hold his own despite playing in sold-out arenas throughout the season. From a maturity standpoint, he was in a way ahead of his time. He went on to finish his freshman season with 17 points as his career high. In his sophomore season, his season did get cut short due to him suffering a torn meniscus, which did end up resulting in Bronny having to have season-ending knee surgery. But as he returned for his junior season, not only was he playing with number 2 ranked 5-star UCLA commit Amari Bailey, he had to share the court with USC commit Kajani Wright and Nebraska commit Ramel Lloyd. James didn't come in the lineup dominating, but he did have a couple highs, like putting up 18 points against Glenbard West, but he also had some lows, like being scoreless when Sierra Canyon was eliminated in the California State Tournament. During that season, he did show signs of being an elite defender and in a way kind of played a reserved role, being the shooter along with being a secondary scorer. But a huge positive to his game was that he was very poised in the pick and roll setting. In his last year of AAU basketball, while playing for LeBron's Strive for Greatness team for the EYBL circuit, he finished averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. In his senior season, while standing at 6'3", he's really been putting everything together. And from a physical aspect, he's matured, and over the last few months, he has made some big strides on the rankings. He went from being ranked 43rd not too long ago to jumping all the way up to the 34th spot in the player rankings of class of 2023, and pretty much has all the major high D1 schools after him. Now recently, his hard work has earned him the right to becoming a McDonald's All-American. Bronny James has carved his own legacy, despite always being compared to his father. And from his freshman year to his senior year, we've seen the amazing emergence of him, from his shot mechanics to his overall feel for the game, and he's only going to improve. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bronny James story.